to get started. Oh, we're going to start seated for our breathing. We're going to put our legs out straight in front of us. We're going to try and sit, not like uncomfortably tall, but tall. That in itself should engage some muscles in the back there. And then we're going to breathe. As we exhale, we're going to reach forward. Bring it straight, and then just kind of go at your own pace. Exhale, reach forward. You might not reach your toes. That's okay. It's not really like a race to see if we can reach our toes. We should just kind of gently bring some mobility into the back side of those legs, and then gently relax your breathing. Inhaling, feeling your chest expand. Exhaling, feeling your abs contract to blow all that air out. Then we're going to grab our band. Give me your band. A lot of people in my group stayed home today because of the snow, so I tried to talk a few of them into like signing in online. I'm like, well, you can still come.
That's true.
But, you know. All right, we're going to roll back. Bring your one leg up to the top, using that band. Keep yourself under control. You can kind of make sure you have a good grip on your foot so it doesn't pop off. We're going to start with just up and down. Gently giving a little gentle tug at the top so you can feel a nice stretch in the back section of the leg. And then we're going to go side to side, using that band to stay in control. Try to keep those hips on the ground so you're not going so far to the side that we're getting into our back. Just getting that leg. Gently and carefully switching sides. Make sure you got that band nice and secure around your foot. Start with that up and down. And then we'll go to that side to side. Let that band fall down to the side. Grab one leg, Cross it over your opposite knee. Reach through either behind your thigh, or if you're really flexible, reach all the way through your shin. The shin is only if you have that flexibility. I can get there, but it's not super comfortable. So we're gonna go with this version. And we're gonna switch sides. Same thing. All right, we're going to step both feet down. We're going to activate those deep core muscles. So starting with our feet down on the ground, pressing making sure our lower back is nice and flat. We're going to alternate upper foot. Trying to keep the flexors out of it. Really going slow, focusing on those deep core muscles. Remembering to breathe. Bringing them somewhat close because we're going to try to reach towards them. So we're going to try to activate on the sides of our waist. You're going to kind of bring your shoulder blades up as you reach towards your heels, nice and slow and controlled. Keep an eye on your hips. We're not shifting our hips to meet our hands or our ribs. The movement is happening in our center, in our core. Let's do 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Get yourself a nice little whole body stretch. Reaching long fingers and toes. With those legs out nice and long, using the core, reaching, we're going to roll ourselves up. Really slowly reach towards our toes, using our core, letting ourselves go all the way back down, super slow. So not really worried about how many you do. Just try to really get those core muscles. I don't think they really have a choice in this scenario, since they really get them. They don't really have a choice. Breathing Nice and deep, really focusing on the muscle group. One more. Don't worry, we'll only do those once. We won't come back to them. Oh, finishing out with a nice full body stretch at the bottom. Taking a nice deep breath. All right, we're going to go bringing our knees up to tabletop. Taking a nice big inhale as we press that lower back down to the ground. This time we're going to drop that foot down to the ground. Keeping our ribs down, keeping our neck relaxed. Really focusing on those deep core muscles again. Taking a peek at our belly button. Going in and down. We don't want it sticking out at all. Slow and control. It's hard to go this slow. Go for 30 more seconds right here. You should be feeling this. Core is nice and awake. Almost there. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Just let those feet down. Relax. From here, we're going to kind of switch muscles a little bit. We're going to wake up that backside a little bit. So planting both feet about hip width apart on the ground, kind of close to our backside. Not super close, but we want to kind of keep it in the glutes. You're going to tuck your tailbone under as you rise up into bridge, and then gently come back down. We're going to do this for a minute, so you go at your pace. Make sure you're tucking that tailbone under as you rise up. Core is engaged because it's holding you nice and stable. Glutes are activated as they bring those hips up off the mat. Almost there. Got 5 seconds. All right. Kind of keeping with that same movement, what we're going to do is you're going to lift up with one leg, and then point the other leg, and then step back down. Bring that leg back in. Lift up. Same side. Step back down. Nice and slow. I'm just kind of burning out this one. Feet up. I'm just kind of burning out this one side right now. I'm looking at my hips. I'm trying to keep everything nice and level right here. We're going to go for 15 more seconds on this side, and then we'll switch sides. all right. Switch sides. Do that same little knee up, bicycle with the other foot. Taking a look at your hips, making sure everything's staying nice and level. All the glute muscles are activated right now. Slow. Got 15 seconds left on this side. 3, 2, 1. Done. Go ahead, put one foot over the other. Give it a gentle little stretch here, quick. Oh, switch sides. Let's just roll a quick one. Taking a nice, big, deep breath. Taking a full body stretch. We're on the verge of like getting a little bit warm here, you know. All right. Remembering to keep our core nice and activated. We're going to bring our hands behind our head and we're going to go into a nice. We're going to go into a slow bicycle crunch. We're going to do it for 1 minute. Got 15 seconds. Three, two, one. Woo, go ahead, relax. Oh my Manta, I was feeling that one. I'm just gonna switch sides so my butt's not sticking out of the computer here. Roll over. We're gonna go into a nice little upward dog stretch. Oh, and that should feel really good. If on your hands is too far, you can bring your upward dog to your elbows as well, your choice, wherever you need to go to feel kind of that little stretch, that gentle release. From your upward dog, you're going to tuck your feet under and shift into downward dog. Make sure your mat doesn't scoot away from you. So, feet bones are up towards the ceiling, head is between your elbows. Heels are going down to the ground, even if they're not touching the ground, that's okay. From here, we're going to alternate picking up the heel, just kind of feeling a nice stretch off the back side of our leg, getting into that calf muscle. From here, we're going to take one knee, floating it through into pigeon. Oh my goodness, I've got crazy hair. My ponytail is not staying. Oh, in your pigeon, you can go down to your elbows. You can go flat out on the ground. Look, wherever you need to go to kind of feel that stretch. We're kind of all at different levels of flexibility, especially right here in the hip area. Us runners don't have much flexibility there. Uh-huh. Or us sitters who sit in our chair too long during the day. Oh, go ahead, bring it back up, back into downward dog for a second. Oh, just feeling that nice stretch of that side of the leg. Take a nice big deep breath, floating the opposite knee through. Again, kind of going to where you need to go to feel that stretch. So here on your hands, on your elbows, maybe you're flat out on the ground. Oh, I am not flat out on the ground. more. Some of the ladies at my Pure Barre class, they're flat out on the ground, you know. They just got all the flexibility.
I might be able to do it on this side, but definitely not this side.
Isn't that funny? One side can do it, and the other
Yeah.
side.
Oh, that's such a good stretch.
I could just stay here and pigeon for a while.
Yeah.
Put my laptop right here.
Yeah.
Work from here for a little while. All right, from here, it's perfect for us to bring it back up onto all fours, using the mirror to check your posture. So your core is engaged, maybe even like rounding your spine, but better rounding than doing this. We're going to bring that leg up and around and down. We're going to do 30 seconds on each side. Going nice and slow, focusing on trying to stay as stable as what we can. Really bringing that movement into that ball and socket of our hip. All right, go ahead. Switch sides. Same thing on the other side. You can use the mirror to check your posture if you need to. Go ahead, take those knees out wide, sit back in a child's pose. Oh, this should feel nice for your back. And then go ahead in child's pose, reach one hand over the other so you feel a nice stretch off to the side of your back. Then bring yourself back to the middle and kind of over to the other side, stretch the opposite. Bringing it all the way back up to all fours. We're going to do an alternating arm and leg. We're going to go for 1 minute, trying to stay nice and stable. So trying not to shift too much from side to side. Core should be really engaged. Using the glute as we lift that leg up. That leg doesn't have to come super high. It can kind of just go straight out behind us, as long as that glute is doing the lifting. Just like that, we're halfway. Almost there. You're going to bring it up. Bring one foot forward, whatever one you choose. Squeeze the glute on the knee that's down, and you should feel a nice stretch right in the front here, off of your hip flexor. You don't even really have to like lean forward into it. Just squeezing that glute should give you a really good stretch. See how long you can hold that squeeze. If you need a little extra, you can take that arm on the knee that's down and bring it up and kind of float it across over. All right, we're going to switch sides. Starting with just squeezing that glute. Feel like a nice stretch all through the front of the hip flexor. a peek in the mirror, our back should be nice and flat. Again, adding on if you need a little extra, reaching that arm up and over. Oh, and I bet we're so excited for what we're gonna do with our weight. So, grab your one weight. No weights is also a perfectly acceptable option. So, on our knees, bring ourselves up nice and tall, stable. Use the mirror to check your posture, check your back, neutral spine. We're not like hunched over, leaned over, nothing too crazy here. We're gonna take that weight and we're just gonna go up and around, up and around. Our goal here is to not shift from side to side. That trunk is just holding us so nice and stable right now. There's 5 on this side. Switch, go the other way around. Very nice. Nothing too crazy there with the weight. Okay, we're gonna add a new exercise. I'm just gonna step off my mat here because I don't want my mat to like scoot away from me. So you're gonna start on all fours. Core engaged. Take a peek in the mirror if you need to. Make sure that belly button's pulled in, and then you're gonna go up onto your toes, and then you're gonna try to go forward, forward, back, back. So forward, forward, back, back. We're trying to hover really close to the ground. We're gonna want to come up because that's gonna make it easier.
Like mountain climbers.
Exactly.
I hate mountain climbers.
Oh, don't we all? They're all
burpees.
And then
I'd rather do these than burpees.
hold in the middle, and we are just gonna hover here for a few seconds, not too long. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. Woo! We should feel those. Like, probably in lots of places. Core, maybe a little bit in our shoulders. We won't do too many of those.
Okay.
That's gonna bring us to, that warm level where we might start sweating.
There might be a shower.
Yeah, I know, right? All right. You can have you had your mat the whole time. I just scooted mine out of the way here. One last exercise here to kind of finish us out. We are going to start standing. We're going to do these just for 1 minute. I'm not worried about how many of them that you do. We're going to go squat, then bring it up, walk it out, knees or toes, push up, core engaged, walking it back, bring it all the way up, squat, walk it out. You can't really get like a ton of these in a minute, let's be honest. Nice and slow, controlled. I mean, not too slow, but kind of finishing up with like a full body exercise here. We've got 10 more seconds. This is your down. We just stay down here on the ground for our last one. Go into a nice little upward dog stretch. And then because we like pigeon so much, we're gonna finish with pigeon. We can do what we want. So down to your elbows or flat out. Maybe you can go further this time because we've already done it once. If you like pigeon, just do pigeon many times a day as you want.
Yeah.
It's never a bad thing. All right, go ahead, switch sides. Oh, and just like that, we used up our half an hour. Actually, we used up a little more than our half an hour.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh well.